you can associate users with groups. We will see in this tutorial how to create groups, as well as the 3 uses that can be made of them. To create a group, you simply have to go to the Administration menu and select Groups. Then click on Create a new group. You must then give it a name, in French and in English if you have a bilingual configuration. Otherwise, only in the language that applies to you. You will then have to specify who is part of the group, and who has access rights to the group. The first use for groups is to give access rights to a user on a group that are even more specific than the global rights found directly in the user's profile. Let's specify who will be part of the group by clicking in this column, and then indicate who will have access rights to this group. As an example, we could indicate that Angela can read the timesheets of the group members. She will then only be able to see them, and nothing else. Angela does not need to be part of the group to be able to read the group members' timesheets. We could also give the right to modify the timesheets of the group members to another user. Note that changes apply immediately when you check a box, without submitting. Some configurations also offer the ability to approve or lock timesheets based on groups. If a user already has the equivalent global rights, there is no need to give them the same access rights on groups. It will do no harm, but will have no effect. The first use is therefore to give access rights in relation to groups of users. The second purpose, which does not apply to all organizations, is to create a relationship between the content of the drop-down lists and the groups. Let's take this example, where group versus project makes it possible not to have the same list of projects for all users. Another tutorial is available about the relationship between groups and drop-down lists. The third purpose for groups is to use them as a filter in reports. However, it is very important to understand the limitation of this filter. The membership of users in the different groups does not have an effective date or end date. This means that if we apply a group filter today, and the report covers a long period of time, the report will only contain data from users who are currently part of the group. So if a user was not in the group in the past, his data will still appear in the report, because he is in the group today. Conversely, a user could have been in the group in the past, but if they are no longer part of it, their data will not appear in the report. The use of groups as filters is therefore more suitable for short-term reports, such as a report targeting the previous week, knowing that the groups have not changed since that time. Finally, dependency management between groups and users is available in a few different places. We can access it directly when we view or modify a group. We also have access to it at the very bottom of a user's profile. Here we see the groups to which the user belongs, and what their access rights are to these groups. Then, the Groups versus Users item in the Administration menu gives you the equivalent access. You can choose a group, in order to see who belongs to it, and who has rights on the group. You can also reverse the perspective in order to navigate by user, and then see which groups he belongs to, and what his rights are.